I wish I had my earphones, but oh well. It's pretty poppin' here. Long Beach, Shoreline Village, greatest place on earth, as I've said numerous times. It's a clear day out. Very clear shoreline. I got my shiny Ammonite in Sword, so that's good. I've kind of been going for shiny Kabuto here, but oh, 7-day streak, nice. Shiny Kabuto is very pretty. And speaking of Kabuto, I do have a competitive one being trained right now in the Poke Jobs and Sword. I'm training like all of the Kanto fossils competitively, so I have Aerodactyl and Kabuto. They just finished their attack training. God, this feels like I'm talking about like my own kids or something, which I don't have, but let alone someone to have said kids with, but yeah. And the Omnite Shiny. I have an Amistar in training too. I'm just going to evolve the Kabuto. And Aerodactyl, I never had a competitive one. I don't know why that wasn't really on my radar during Sword and Shield when I like started going nuts on competitive training. It's just so easy to do these days. But here basically I'm going for any shiny I can find. Usually when I open up Pokemon GO these days, I'm just shiny hunting. I'll battle gyms too, like especially if they're like near my unit, because that's like my territory. So but yeah, for any old school Pokemon player, it's just it's like free shinies. It's like this level of shininess is unprecedented in our history. Like, we never had such easy access to shinies that we might have always wanted, and kind of like gazed longingly at, like on the internet, you know, like sitting behind Cerebi.net and just like staring at that shiny sprite and just being like, huh, you know, it's like kids at a school dance, like being awkward with the opposite gender or sex, whatever, you know. I don't discriminate in that way. I'm gonna shut up now because YouTube's pretty strict about it. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they're not that strict about this stuff. Who knows? But shiny Cranidos would be awesome. Shieldon, I don't know. I don't think it's like a strong shiny really. It's like not big contrast there. But Cranidos is red versus blue, so that's like about as opposite as it gets. There's a Shieldon, speaking of. I do need a Bastiodon, so I think this one should bring me up to that. But yeah, I got off work a little while ago. I'm doing 2-hour weeks, or 2-hour days currently, so that's pretty great. It's like my summer break that I always that I wanted. Could be my last one, you know, being done with school now. Alright, so we are ready to go Bastiodon, so let's do that. Follow this one up. Yep, everyone at work's really nice. I have a lot to learn there for sure. Not as a therapist, it's like interventionist. These meters here are really weird. They're like coin only. Like I don't know who's actually using that. Maybe I should stay closer to my car. Fisherman Pier. I think I have some gifts to give and take. No healing to do. I had a frappe from McDonald's, so I think that got me kind of hyped up. I went to a card store called 8 Ball, which is just down the street from where I'm working now. It's a familiar card shop. It's one I'd go to as a kid. Kind of like spectate tournaments, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments there. They sell a lot of Pokemon cards too, so obviously those are popular right now. And yesterday I was watching a Pokemon's official YouTube. They were streaming like VG tournament, trading card game tournament, Pokémon. I was really just there for VG, and it was pretty interesting to watch. The guy who lost was running like Landorus Therian, which is like 3 generations later, it's still a mainstay in competitive, like one of the most used, if not the most used Pokemon. And he was using Thundurus too. So that's, I didn't know Thundurus was that big of a competitive threat. I know its special attack's really high, and its Therian is even more so. Therians are like the start of like insane stat spreads as far as I'm concerned. I guess Mewtwo kind of started that with its high special, but I think Thundurus Therian might have even higher special attack than Mewtwo, I'm not sure. Oh, we got a medal. 80 Pokemon in the Sinnoh, so Sinnoh confirmed right there. Right there. Yeah, I don't know how strict these officers, these enforcers are of this meter. But, like, who even has coins, like, just on hand? I guess I have coins in my car that I could put in. So maybe I'll do that. Since I'm interacting with my phone, which is a computer, I'll give an update on my human-computer interaction conference. That went okay. My presentation went fine. I went at the end of my own session, which was stupid, because I overslept. And I had to be up at, like, 5 a.m., so... I just wasn't having that, I guess, but I woke up at the start, and I missed the first paper in the session, which I was kind of guilty about, feeling kind of guilty about that, and kind of blowing off my uncle a bit recently, so, and other things, but, yeah, you just live and learn, I guess, not to sound nonchalant, but what else do you do? Can't be perfect all at once in the beginning. Alright, let's see if I can put some coins in. I don't even know if these coins will work, but I would like to walk more. Let's just put 2 quarters in and see if that's good. You know, I think it'd be awesome to do like a US tour of Pokemon Go, just streaming at like really cool spots. That's what I want to do. Like everyone at work today was sharing like things on their bucket list, and for me, I said I would like to go to, where did I say I wanted to go? I would have liked to go to, oh yeah, Denmark, because I was supposed to go last year. But that got canceled, so. It's cancel culture these days, you know. What do you do about it? Catalina Express over there. It's like a perfectly clear day out. It's like amazing to be outside right now. I don't know where everyone is. Oh yeah, they're at work. I'm too cool for that right now. It's just the way it is. There's a Kabuto, yay. But like this Pokemon Go streamer in me was just kind of like breaking out more and more over time. Like near the end of my PhD, and you know, you gotta let the beast out, kind of. The trainer, I guess, in this case. I don't think Finneon could be shiny in here yet. So nice out, so nice out. I could spend all day outside today. That sounds very nice. Voltorb. That was a good frappe I had earlier. I was like singing in the car, like belting it out, like hitting notes maybe even. I wish like singing in the car or even in the shower, like there was a way to like tell if you're hitting the right notes. I guess you could have a tuner on you, like a guitar tuner or something, or a voice tuner kind of thing if that exists. But like to know if you're actually hitting the right notes. I'm checking these Porygons, but I really don't need them. I'm kind of waiting for the Porygon Z in Sword and Shield to be released. It was like the last VG winner. Some Korean guy. I'm trying to remember his name. Like Sung maybe something. Sung Lee something. Or that might be a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Japanese name that I saw in the credits. Maybe I'm mixing those up, but yeah, so they're releasing his Porygon Z, which is a cool set. It's like Nasty Plot Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse Thunderbolt, which is cool. I like that set a lot. I like the use of Hyper Beam, and it has a white scarf on it. So that's a strong attack from a Porygon Z. You know, Nasty Plot, white scarf, and it has adaptability. So I think that boosts its boosts something. I think it's not download, but I don't really know what adaptability does. Actually, I don't really use it. But for that matter, I don't really do competitive battling. I have an eye toward it, getting back into it. I just went kind of way too crazy in college, and now I'm a little bit reluctant to get back in because that's kind of like my darkness, honestly. I get addicted to games, and that's one of my darknesses. Getting lost in games, and then, you know, that's why I quit RuneScape after 6 months. So I just felt myself getting too into it. It's a very like push and pull, like love-hate kind of thing. It's like, because like not a year later I was playing Guild Wars, and I think I was more moderate about that, so that was fine. And I was over 4 years. I think RuneScape was just like my kind of awakening. So I was like, you know, it's like falling in love for the first time. It's like, wow, this is great. And it's just like, you only want it. You don't want, you know, you overindulge in it. And I had good friends who played RuneScape too, so that all reinforced the habit. I mean, Pokemon Go is not really different. I have a lot of friends in here who play. 36 of them, which is just one number below my level. So thank you for the gift, Neil B4Zod. And if you think I have this like pretentious streamer thing going on, like I think a lot of people are actually watching these, yeah, you're right. But I do get views. You know, I get a few, like a handful of views per video. I might have a couple that have no views actually, like 2 videos or 3 or something. But yeah, I have yet to post an Instagram photo that has gotten no likes. I did recently post a WordPress post that got no likes, so that was, honestly, it's alright. Like, that's happened to me a couple times on WordPress. It's alright. I already checked that Kabuto. Now the Finneon's like, hey, you're talking about me. What were you saying? So, yeah, I'm much more chill with, like, my Pokemon distributions currently, like, not that I distribute Pokemon like one of those hacking sites like Machamps.com or whatever, but like where I have my Pokemon. Like I'm not as fussy anymore, like if they're on Go or in Sword or wherever. I do sometimes bring the Pokemon to Sword just because I like to see them following me, like Shiny Mewtwo. Then I use like the just straight transporter. I didn't even bother going through Let's Go Pikachu, which would have taken less transporter energy. I just went straight for Sword. I was just like, I wanted to do this. I want to do it now, you know. So, some skyscrapers there. Might take a nice pic of that later, if I feel like it. Probably already checked that Voltorb. I'd like a blue Voltorb. I have a shiny Electrode. I think it's in home because Electrode's not at Sword right now. I could bring it into Let's Go Pikachu. That'd be kind of like funny. Watching it roll around behind me, actually. I might do that. Shiny Surskit would be cool. I don't know if it's out in here, though. Normally, I'd say there's only one way to find out, but my hands are slightly achy today. Feet were a little bit earlier. Less so now. It's kind of about self-care. Just massaging sore parts. If I can get over my own pains in life, maybe I can help other people manage their own. I was gonna say help manage other people's, but that's just too collectivistic and authoritarian. It's all about doing things these days in this country and this world, I guess, more so. I really would like a green kabuto. That would be really nice. I don't think I saw that Ammonite before. Might have. Check it anyway. I have not updated the wild area news in my sword yet, but I am connected to the internet again. With those raid events, I'm satisfied with one shiny, even if there's like an evolution of it too. Just because it's 2% chance of finding that shiny, and it's only 2% like of all of the event dens, so there's still the normal dens during those events. So that takes a while to do. So I settled for just one. Like I got the shiny Galarian Meowth, and then I just evolved it up to Berserker. And then later I was kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have evolved it, because now, you know, I can't go back and get that Meowth easily. So I've become more like conservative about modifying the sets of Pokemon that are kind of like event Pokemon. I kind of like to leave them in the way I got them, so I can like think about, you know, why do they have that set, and just kind of appreciate them more as gifts, you know, not as like you know, Pokemon with a very definite competitive purpose. But that's not really the spirit of Pokemon anyway, so whatever. Frappes do make me very chatty, but it's just nice out today. It's a good day. Lily, I wouldn't mind another shiny Tentacool since I evolved my other one. Pokemon Go is a game that I obviously play a lot, as evidenced in my over like 200 YouTube videos of it. But I've had a pretty colored history with streaming Pokemon Go, and just with Pokemon Go in general. In the beginning, I was skeptical of it. I was like, mobile, it's too easy, it's too simplified. I just didn't. But over time, you know, I had a good friend who, she really liked Pokemon Go, so I think that probably got me more into it. I was like opened my mind up more to it. And then all the cool kids were playing it anyway, by which I mean like everyone who's not a Pokemon nerd like me, so. Or like they were Pokemon nerds, now they're like Pokemon Go nerds, so. I still know who they are. I know who you are if you're watching. I used to cross-post all these YouTubes to like the forum board I moderate, but now I'm more chill. Just leave it on YouTube, and if I get like one like on it, I'm pretty happy. If I get a handful of views, like, okay, that's cool. Sometimes they're just me checking the video, and then it like plays, and then it counts as a play, I'm pretty sure. Downtown fitness loop. So this is kind of like, I guess, Shoreline Village is downtown Long Beach, technically. Which is where I live. It's kind of like, it's cool to live downtown. It's interesting. There's a lot of activity. Not sure if cool fish can be shiny in here. This is part of the adventure for me of Pokemon Go, is just like wondering if certain Pokemon even can be shiny. And then like thinking, okay, should I even check it if I don't know? Or usually my instinct is, yeah, just check it, because that's my way of like testing whether or not they are in here or not. But less so now. A lot of Porygons and Voltorbs and fossils out, so. I have the whole shiny Porygon line plus an extra Porygon that I got in Dynamax Adventure. It's now at level 100 in Sword. I made it like a kind of bulky special attacker because it was actually modest when I caught it, which was cool. So that came pretty much ready to battle with. I guess that's the thing, it's just, it's so easy to competitive train now that I get lost in it, you know? It's just, I get lost in the process. I don't battle with them. I did a little bit. I did some Battle Tower. And, you know, it's fine. Playing against AIs is like, it's fun. I mean, the AIs are pretty good. They're decent in Sword. So, I kind of like to figure out, you know, I like to think about like if an AI is smart or dumb, like Honey in Sword and Shield, for example. She's actually kind of dumb in the sense that she kept trying to use Earthquake on my levitating Pokemon, which I was like, okay, it's kind of a lazily programmed AI. That took a long time to spawn, so I was like, oh, is it deciding it's a shiny for me? That's not how it works, but that's just, in the moment, that's kind of like my, like, hope, my desire taking over. And Rocket, I'm just not in a battling mood lately. I'm just enjoying my kind of rest in life, my reprieve, my break, if you will. And also, these guys are usually, they're often too strong for me. And I don't really know what the incentive of battling them is. I did it before. I streamed Cliff, Redondo Beach I was playing. But right now I just want that Kabuto, but I'm getting a Alolan Egg Hatch instead. This will be a longer stream, I guess. Ooh, that's a shiny I want. If there's one shiny I want, it's that. And that Noctowl. That's really good. I'm proud of that Zigzagoon. Let's see. Okay, so the Kabuto is like, that's like the hardest click ever. How do I get to that Kabuto? I don't want to miss it. It's just, he's standing right over it. Maybe if I zoom out, try it? No, not really. Yeah, I can get the Temple, but maybe if I can clear it out of the way. Not my favorite part of the stream, this part right here. I'll tell you that. Okay, so now maybe? There we go. Not shiny, but at least I got to check it. Better to check it than to wonder later. Well, we're almost at the end of the pier here. I don't know if Slowpoke's shiny in here. I assume most, if not all, Gen 1 Pokemon can be shiny. So. But that's a good shiny. I kind of lost my friend one growing up. We got greedy. I got greedy and he listened to me. Because I thought I knew how shininess worked. But I did not. Speaking of shinies, I wouldn't mind a shiny Bronzor to complete my set. I have a shiny Bronzong, so 120 seconds. Sometimes I wish you could just expedite these a little bit and, you know, say, hey, I'm going solo, but because it doesn't really matter to other players if I beat this right now, right? Show some of the pretty scenery off while we wait this out. Yeah, I used to have this spirit of, hey, come watch me playing Pokemon GO, and like sharing it with like as many people as I felt comfortable doing it with. But then at a certain point I felt like I was spamming a little bit, so I stopped. Because no one wants to be a spammer, really. Like, not really. Like, you want it, but therefore you know you shouldn't do it kind of thing. Might as well check if the bathrooms are open here. I'm not gonna go in it while I'm streaming, but oh yeah, I got shiny Bronzong in Sword Dynamax Adventure. That was my second shiny on there in the adventures. The first one I got was Klefki, I think. Or no, Bronzong was the first one. Then I got Klefki. So they're both steel types, which was interesting. And I got a shiny Sceptile, which at the beginning I was a little disappointed, but there's a different quality to like shinies in GO versus shinies like in Sword and Shield. There's some overlap, yes, but there's also some difference. I feel a little better getting a shiny in Sword and Dynamax Adventures because it's rarer. Okay, the bathroom's open, but I'll save that for after this raid. We're going Bronzong hunting. See, I could channel my like 4-year Southerner into this game. Turn up the music here a little bit, why not? It's kind of awkward, like how big this Bronzong is, like how high up it is, and then Flareon's like down here, you know? I mean, you can see the fire kind of hitting the Bronzor at least, but it's still a little funny. It's almost like they're battling over and under each other. But anyway, down goes the Bronzor very easily. Not sure that was worth the raid pass, but whatever. We got some golden Razzes at least, which I don't really need, but got some XP there. I got the final strike, I know. Thank you. Save that. And shiny. Nope. It'll be like three IVs, 3 good stats at least. I'm trying to get away from the IVs language a bit in my videos just because it's not official, but so it's like only people who are like really in the know and competitive know what IVs are because it's like a fan-made term, but or acronym. Okay, let's see. Bronzor. We got something else too, but oh, so I already had a really good 2 or 3 star one. I started some of my 2-star ones. That's really good. So we got a really good Zigzagoon and a really good Bronzor. Zigzagoon's the other one I caught. And Temple. I did catch that, yeah. Just check it anyway. We can evolve one of these. Nope. Let's check this one. 1 star, perfect defense. Oh, they're both perfect defense. How about that? Well, I'll just evolve. I'm not gonna evolve. You never know if you get a shiny. Then you want the candy for that. I think my phone's been lagging a bit more lately, like missing some notifications and stuff. I guess it's like 2 years old now, which isn't that old, right? But some people update their phones like every year, which is crazy to me. All right, let's check the zigzags. Zigzag. Oh, I only had 1 Galarian? That's interesting. Yeah, so we already know that's nearly perfect. That's nearly a hundo. Let's check Linoon. Apparently, it said I have a Galarian. I'm gonna evolve this Zigzagoon.
Hello. How are you?
So my meter is about to run out. It's been good. Nothing crazy in here on this stream. And since Pokemon stick around so long here, oh, you know, I shouldn't have evolved that, because in Sword, actually, no. I'm training a Hoennian Linoon in Sword right now. It has, like, perfect attack and speed and an attack moveset, so that's alright, what I just did there. I don't really need to go to the bathroom. I was just making a fuss over that, because it's funny to do on stream, probably. There's a self-liberation that takes place, like, while gaming. One could even view it as an act of rebellion, in a sense. I'm not really one to talk about rebellion right now, because I have too many jobs and no girlfriend, but, like, right now I'm pretty free. That's what I like to say while I'm talking to my phone, wondering if I'm addicted to technology and to Pokemon GO. You tell me. Don't tell me, I'm a psychologist. I know better. It's one of the possible dangers of having like an advanced psych degree is then you think you can like treat yourself, which you can, per Aziz Ansari, you treat yourself. I got a frappe earlier, so I did that. I obeyed that prerogative, but I've never been this free, like, mentally, you know, like, when you're doing a PhD, it's, like, hanging over you the whole time. There's the kind of, you have fun with it, but it's, like, an anxious kind of fun. It's, like, you need to get this done kind of fun. It's not, like, a true love kind of fun where you just want it to last forever. It's not like that. It is in certain parts, sure. Okay, fine, but, you know, I guess it's good to not have the anxiety. I got a text message, I don't know from who. Oh. Hopefully she doesn't mind her name popping up here. Yeah, she's talking about a show that she introduced me to, Sense8. Victor Wall's Memorial Bench. And Downtown Fitness Loop. Okay, so we've kind of made the loop here. I think I'm done. I think it's... Yeah, we're at like 31 minutes. That's not too bad. I don't really know what I'm going to do after this, though. I guess I'll see. Maybe I could go down to the beach, you know, just hang out, because today's a pretty free day for me, actually. I'm getting a little bored of just hanging out by myself, but, you know, streaming, that's something you can do. It's always something you can do to keep things interesting if you're just by yourself, by your lonesome. Or I could just find a date, but, you know. Didn't see that slowpoke yet. And yeah, that's another like way to know if my stream is winding down, is if like people are texting me and kind of hounding me. My friend wasn't hounding me here, but like if an employer is like, hey, do you know how to do this, or can you come in today? It's like, okay, maybe I should stop now. But that hasn't happened here yet. Not to tempt fate. I've done that before. It doesn't feel good. So don't tempt fate, kids, or whoever's watching this. Who really knows? I really should know the data better, like the demographics of Pokemon players, because it's supposed to be a children's game, but I clearly have a lot of friends who play and are not kids, so, and I myself play, and I'm not the age of a kid, physically, but maybe mentally a little bit. I think I'll be a kid until like age 33, honestly. That's like my own theory, like literally that I've published and like presented on, although I didn't present on that part of the paper. It's like 33 is like you're a kid, and then 66 is like, okay, you're a senior. You're an old person. But I think retirement is kind of like 65, so close enough, whatever. But then 100 is like you did, kind of. That's like my own little fanciful theory there, you know. It's like my model. An ideal, if you like. Oh, shit. Never done that before. Alright. I'm intrigued by some of these recent, like, reach out posts Pokemon's been doing. Like, just kind of cute things, like talking about, like, Don's Piplup and, you know, Bidoof Day, and Bidoof got this whole song, which is a Rickroll, which is meta. That's meta Rick. You know. On one hand, it feels a little excessive. On the other, I can kind of see that it's like the younger people working that are like, and like probably females, and they're kind of like, you know, just trying to be personable and being engaging. So, nothing wrong with that. But, I do have a little bit of an edgelord complex with Pokemon, since I know so much about it and have, like, played so much of it that I'm a little bit, like, I have a little bit of a judginess. You know, like, when I'm, when somebody's like, oh yeah, I play Pokemon, and I can, like, know, you know, like, if they say they like Greninja, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're, like, you're legit, and they're my age, and they say that, I'm like, okay, so you're kind of like me in that case. Like, you've been into it, you know, to a similar degree. Probably not the same or a greater degree, but that's respectable nonetheless. compared to everyone else who just dropped out because it's a fad, whatever. You know, you just wanted to be cool, whatever. That's not cool, actually, but whatever. Or it's cool in the moment, and then you're not cool, and then you're just riding the cool waves, which I guess is cool. That's how you be cool, like, long term. It's like you just keep riding the cool waves of life, but then you never really attach to anything deeper, you know, anything lasting. So Pokemon's kind of like that for me. You know, like, there's a line, obviously. You shouldn't, like, it's not religion, okay? It's not civic engagement, all right? It's not serving your community, but it is fun, and it is lighthearted, and it is something you connect with friends and family over. And yeah, there is all this, like, capitalistic kind of background to it, obviously. Like, the company's there to make a profit, okay? But there are good lessons to be learned from the franchise. And so, you know, you kind of bond over those lessons and the values that resonate or are imparted, you know. I thought I would have hit my car by now, but I'm not there yet. I have hit my car, but, like, not in ways that one should. Right now I just mean, like, get to it. Oh, that's a rocket. Stop now. Ooh, low tad. I think, okay, I see my car. There's more people here now, I think, than when I got here. Low tad. So this is chill stream, you know. I'm a little bit more of an edgelord and sword. I still do, like, feel more strongly about the main series games. This buff physique just isn't for show, eh? I'm just trying to check that Magnemite. That's gonna be another Kabuto situation. I don't know why Rocket, it's like Rocket really is, like, you know, trying to chain these Pokemon. But no shiny Magnemite here. I already got mine. Let's not get greedy. I think I'm done. I wish more interesting things happened on this stream, but I guess we got like a hundo, almost nearly a hundo Galarian Zigzagoon, which we evolved up, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I could just keep walking around Shoreline Village, honestly. But then there's more people there, and then, like, it's just more embarrassing. So, I think that's it. I think I'll walk out to this little pier here. How about that? And then let's see if there's anything, like, across the water. I don't want to battle right now. My hands are not feeling that. It's like you can be a slave to pain to an extent if your lifestyle, like, reinforces it. So don't be an edgelord. Don't do it. Even though I'm at the edge of this pier and it's nice. Be a pier edgelord. Yeah.